and this is crazy back then. Like you could never probably do this now. So I literally turn up at the first race, hardly any training or anything. Like him on the downhill bike, just raced Fort William, end up sixth on like the average downhill bike that wasn't even good. And then the next weekend is Leo Gang. Don't even ride the new prototype. Only get it for the race. I think I did a couple of laps on it in the bike park. So I go and race it. First lap, snap the back end out of it because it's a carbon back end. Carbon back end, and then we fix it, and I win qualifying. No testing or anything. Just jump on it. Just Nico's there, like, oh, he should try this, blah blah blah, or whatever. And then it's like terrible conditions, so it's good for me. Flat pedals, muddy, so I just loved it. Good. I win the qualifying, and then I think I made a mistake in the race, and I ended up like fourth or fifth or something. And I was like, what? Just jumped on a bike, not even tested or anything. Just like Fox, I think, even gave me a new like rear shock that didn't even try. I just like chucked it in the bike. I think Nico had tried it, and he was like, "Yeah, you try this setting or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, it's mean, it's sick, whatever, it's all good." But in the back of my mind, I was so scared all the time, like the back end's going to rip out because the first jump I did, it just like boom, and that could have killed me for the whole season again. But the only thing that was holding it together was the chain.
Yeah, I've
So the
heard this
chain,
story. I was actually at the race though, so it
yeah, it
was
was just on
just
the
when
one of
you
the
hear
doubles, and I
more of.
landed. And it's like, fuck. I was just like, oh man. So I just come in. I'm like, hopefully this blue holds on this other frame. So we'd have like one good one, and it would last ages. And then I think at Montsanan I did it again, like just coming into a section, and just went poof. And then the only thing, I don't know how I didn't die again. Like the chain just holds it. I'm like, whoa, so
And
lucky.
dude, if it, you seem to be one of the few riders with that attitude that could make that work. Because I don't. Many other people would be like throwing their toys in the pit, like you almost killed me. Like what is the conversation when you go back to the team?
I'm just cruising down the hill, just loving it. Like I was thinking I was more pissed because I'm like, fuck, I'm just missing practice. What's this? Blah blah. I
Yeah,
want to go
and
riding.
that's not even for preparation. You just like want to ride your bike, probably. Like you are one
Yeah, yeah.
unique individual, man.
Yeah. I was just more gutted because I was like missing out on practice. But back then we did have a lot more practice. We had all day, so I think
Yeah.
Jack just whipped out, chucked on a new swing arm, and good to go. So it's pretty funny. And then go and win qualifying on like the first weekend riding this new bike. It's pretty funny, eh?
But I mean, it must have been good for your confidence. Like if you're like, okay, like you must have been aware you're not quite doing the preparation even back then that you should be, with the injury and the new bike. Are you like, well, maybe when I
Mm,
get really used to this, I can win some more?
yeah. And I think like all the rest of the races, there was like only a couple I think I did real bad. Like most of this season, I was like qualified first, but then I just kind of screw up the race a little bit, and then I was like fifth or third and fourth or whatever all the time. I didn't win any races, but that was really good for my overall because of good points for. So I ended up the season like third in the overall. Like wasn't battling with like I think it was it Sam and I think it was Sam and Greg. They were like a few points ahead of me, so I couldn't really catch them at the time. And then, yeah, it was all up to like I think Schladming or something at the end or whatever. Or I'm not. It's too long ago, man.